that's really hard to hear. And so we certainly ask for prayers for the family, knowing that this is a moment of reckoning that we were hoping was coming, right? But now that it's here, there's a lot of emotions around that.
The Commonwealth attorney said she expects these, no trial next week. She expects these three cases to be, or charges to be consolidated and tried probably sometime in the fall. What's your sense about that and about that timetable going forward?
Yeah, that's such a great question. I mean, we feel like it's like yesterday was putting the pedal down on the gas of the engine, but then we realized it really is a slow journey to justice. So I said to my husband yesterday, this is the beginning of the end, but the end can be a long way down that road, right? Bringing the charges is the next step in the journey of justice, but we need to give the Commonwealth attorneys the time that they need to bring a robust trial. We don't want to rush for judgment. Yep, we want a strong case. And we're going to just keep putting our trust in the Commonwealth attorneys and Prince William judicial system to bring us to justice. But it's going to take time.
I'm Angel Rodas. I'm a supporter for Mamta, also a domestic violence survivor. The only thing that I ask for the news media is please, please, please give the family time to grieve at this time. Give them time to process. As a mother, I cannot imagine being in her shoes. But they need time to grieve, and if you're all up in their house, their face, they're not going to be able to process all of that immediately. And I do know, like, these cases do take time. I do thank the Commonwealth for that, to find, you know, jury that is non-biased, strictly for the case. So whatever they're doing, I am in support of it. And again, I would like to thank all the neighboring law enforcement from Loudoun County, Fairfax, Prince William, Manassas Park, City of Manassas, the FBI, and so forth, for putting this case together. Without them, this would have not been possible. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Angel. Again, we want to take this moment to offer our thanks to the Manassas Park Police Department, specifically Detective Wheeler. He was in court today. He's the lead detective on the case. This very small jurisdiction has done a Herculean amount of work. And I can tell you that that's really what has given Mamta's supporters and the family hope, knowing these dedicated law enforcement officers have truly been working around the clock. So really thank you, specifically Chief Lugo and Lead Detective Wheeler. I do want to ask the Commonwealth, has been a trend that interpreter services have been a barrier. And so I'm just going to ask the Commonwealth to partner as well with the defense team, because you know, Mr. Bhatt is insured civil rights, including the right to interpreter services. So, you know, we want to make sure that this case is done accurately and in alignment with his civil rights. So please take the time to ensure that he is afforded the interpreters that he deserves, but also out of respect for the court's time, that we aren't coming to court when there's actually nothing happening. We want to respect the judge's docket as such. So please, if there's a way that we could facilitate language services for Mr. Bhatt, I think collectively we want that to happen for this defendant.
If you can talk about, if you feel comfortable sharing, what was going on in your head and your heart when you first heard about the elevated charges. I know so many of you were hoping for this murder charge. If you could just talk about how you reacted.
Yeah, it was a startling phone call. As you're aware, it was released through social media, which isn't the way that we want to hear things, right? It was posted last night on the judiciary website, and so it really was a gut punch because we didn't know that it was coming. You know, there is a sense of relief to know that there's a level of accountability placed on Mr. Bhatt, that he does have to defend his actions. You know, he's innocent until proven guilty, and I'm not alleging anything other than that. But there's a huge degree of sadness to know that the grand jury did see that there's probable cause to levy these additional charges, and what was presented to the grand jury was enough to say, yeah, he deserves to stand trial for doing some horrific things to our beloved Mamta.
And when you said you got the phone call, was that from a fellow supporter who also?
Yeah, it was. It was a call from a friend who said, you know, have you seen this? Is it accurate? And I said, oh, hang on a minute. Trust but verify. You know, we heard about it through somebody posting on Facebook. And, you know, going forward, open channels of communication would be a little bit more helpful for all of us.
Have you spoken with her family since the charges have been levied, and how are they
They are the kindest, most loving people who always act with a tremendous sense of grace. If you were at the press conference last night, you saw they have that calm and quiet demeanor, but is immensely painful for them. Giving them as much support to feel the feelings that they're having, but also to know that they have an army of people that are at their beck and call. Whether that be spiritual need or physical need, we're here for them. They expressed in private how much they appreciate Chief Lugo. He has been so kind and sat with them privately last night, gave them as much information as he could to prepare them for what this journey to trial may look like. So again, just our hearts continue to go out for them.
And just one more question. I mean, prolonging this until, possibly fall, kind of, what you've been here every step of the way. I know you were all committed, but, having this go so long, what kind of goes through your head?
I'm not giving up. I think y'all realized I've stood on this lawn many a times. We've all stood here many a times. We're not giving up. I try to think about if something happens to me, these people are going to stand beside me and fight too. Mamta deserves us to fight for her as long as it takes. There are families that never get justice. There's families that have victims, people in their family that were murdered that never get answers. And there is solace to know that we are getting answers, we are getting justice, and it is going to take time. So yeah, we're going to keep showing up, and I hope Mr. Bhatt hates it.
And with these new charges going off of that, is this closer to what justice looks like to you?
I mean, there's two parts of me. Does justice mean incarceration for as long as possible? To some degree. I think the ultimate justice is Mamta's daughter growing up and having the best life that she can have in spite of her situation. So that's what I really want to see. I want to see mini Mamta someday be a whole person, an independent, strong woman like her mother was, in spite of everything that happened to her. That's truly what justice is going to look like.
And she's still being cared for by her grandma and her uncle right now?
She is. She's being cared for, I think I said last night, by the best grandmother and best uncle on the planet. Their focus is solely her, and she's doing very, very well. Anybody else have?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm Brianna Lambert, Briana Lambert, and we've just got to extend thanks to all of you. You in the media have been here, have been helping us get the word out. Many of you I've seen every day, every step of the way. We need to rely on you to keep getting the word out. We're going to have this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And we're relying on you to keep Mamta's name out there just as we're trying to. Absolutely.
Oh, we're going to be here every step of the way till conviction. Understand this. He is not above the law. No one is. And our family's still waiting from years before trial now for murders that they want justice. Do you understand? So we're not going away. We're not going away quietly. We are going to be here to the fullest extent. The family has all of our support. And that's not just here in Prince William County. This is all across the United States, international, and everything else. So just know that there's people even Australia, UK, Europe. They're all like coming here just to support her, and they didn't even know her. Her story, just like me, touched us, here. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. I apologize.
No, it's not you. No, it's not your fault because.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Don't want to have to bleep you.
There you go. Okay, so what I was saying, Mamta has a lot of supporters around the world. Some have come and traveled here to support and give their time. A lot of the nurses from different states, they've come, not only just in the community alone, but they also came to band behind baby Nima, because she is going to need everybody's support from now until, she is on her own in her adult years. And to know that we will give her the truth. We will, let her form her own ideas at that point. But, you know, as the holidays are approaching, you know, I can't imagine not having parents, let alone to feel, you know, mommy coming home, you know, daddy coming home, like most kids do. She's just young right now, but she will ask questions, but she has a lot of supporters. We're not going anywhere. We're going to stand here. We're going to come to every court hearing. We're going to make sure that he is convicted consecutively, each charge to serve consecutively. I don't care if it's 99 years. I don't care if it's 240 years. He will serve. He is not above the law. No one is. And this is just to show you that there are families out there that don't get no, like she said, that doesn't get no answers. And now some families that have murdered victims from 3 years, they're going to court now. So just imagine, this is not going to go away tomorrow. This court hearing is going to until they get that conviction. So we're here for the long haul, no matter what. We're not going anywhere. You cannot intimidate us. You cannot destroy us. You cannot destroy our name on social media because, again, we know the truth. We are here, and we're not going nowhere.
I just wanted to add something. My name is Bina Khatkalama. There's no word. Thank you is not enough. From us, from everyone, from the world, to everybody who's involved to bring this case to this day. I knew my gut feeling was there from day one. We all knew this day was gonna come, and here we are. The truth will prevail. If you do something wrong, it's gonna come around, small or big. We're happy, but we're not prepared for the day. But we are here. We are prepared. We are here for the worst, as emotions are going on around, and families not prepared. Families never prepared, as you know. Like no family is prepared for this day. What happened, you know, and. It's me, I'm not related to Mamta at all, but I'm a woman, I'm a mother, I'm a girl, I'm a daughter of somebody, right? What happens if somebody cut my body? Yesterday when Chief said that, you know, defiling, and I was like imagining that the knife went through my body. So I'm just imagining how she went through, what happened to her soul and body when he was doing that thing, and that was on my birthday. That birthday night was happening to her, and thank you, God. And a long journey, but again, we're not gonna give up. It's next September, who cares, right? We're gonna be here
as long as it takes.
And thank you all for being here all the time with us. And it's a journey together, and let's hold the family tight. They need a lot of support, emotional. They do not know anything. They're very kind, very novice. They don't know anything. I don't know any legal words, right? I have to Google search, or I have to call somebody I know who's attorney, what that mean. So think about the people who does not know anything. So we're their ears, we're their eyes, we're their brain here. And you guys are very supporting, and they always say, oh, whatever you tell us, we'll do that. We cannot tell them to do anything. We're here to educate them. We're here to guide them. We're here to give information what we know. But everything is their decision, but they still say, we will do whatever you say us to do. This is what kind of family they are. So support them, love them. Hug them. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
Rita.
Sure. Bina, B-I-N-A, Khatkalama, Khadkalama. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the only thing I just want to say to our viewers, please light a candle, a white candle in Mamta's honor. Keep her in your prayers as the holidays are approaching. If you are a victim of domestic violence, please, please, please go. It doesn't matter where it is. You can go to a fire station, hospital, a police station. You will be safe. Please check on your loved ones. If you haven't heard from them in a couple of days, you see something, say something. You may just save a life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm cold. Are you cold?
Grab something in my car. I need to go to the court to check something too. So I'll just.
Can I put my stuff away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pack up.
Thank you.
And her husband's like, sorry, Melissa,
your
in the bathroom
pin.
throwing up.
Oh, sure.
Just hold still for me.
Sure.
Perfect.
How you doing, sir?
Well, how
Hot
you
cocoa.
He came with the good boots.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm recording natural sounds. So, yes, how was your all? Everything good?
Quiet. Wegmans turkey's awful. Don't ever do it.
Okay.
We did the turkey place. It was the sides were great. Because usually it's good. But the turkey was real dry. It was just dry. But hey, I at least have some green on.
Red tomorrow.
Is it
Red tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, I need to wash this. Yeah.
Helen bought me this shirt.
That was nice.
I was like, I don't have anything green, so she
I have
bought me a
one.
shirt.
did.
I have
And I'm
one
like,
green
now
shirt.
I'm going to go back to being warm. I'll wear my red turtleneck.
I guess
Kapag ito yung malimus pang dihatin, lift. Elevator.
Yeah.
Kalorong ko? Lift mo down.